What's up, everybody? This your girl, LaRhonda Marie, and I am here for Swagger Magazine's segment of I Survived It. So thank you so much for joining me today. I am just waiting for my guests to arrive, but I'm definitely excited. At my age, this is something that I definitely want to talk about. I want to have a conversation about. And so if you could just, if while everyone is coming on, if you could just hit the share button and let everybody know that the show is beginning. But at this point, I'm waiting on my guests. So during the broadcast, you can support this page by sending stars, a digital gift that helps us earn money. We use our stars to hire more journalists and content creators while supporting other Black-owned businesses, hoping to create an ecosystem that brings about success for all involved. If you find value in the content, send your stars today and tell a friend about our page. So again, I am just waiting for my guests to arrive. Dr. Sanford, he is a doctor, so something could have come up to make him late, but that's okay. Again, this is LaRhonda with Swag Her. And if you are a boss woman, a boss lady, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a coach, if you're an author, if you need a way to increase your visibility, Swag Her is the place to do that. Just go ahead and jog on over to Swag Her Magazine and check out our packages and see what we have to offer you. But if you need to increase your face in any place, this is the platform to use. Okay. Again, I'm just waiting on my guests to arrive soon, but we'll be discussing. I am going to be speaking with Dr. Rashad Sanford. I'm sorry, like Sanford and Son. Okay, Dr. Rashad Sanford. He actually is a chiropractor out of the city of Atlanta. And so I'm so excited. If you have some aching questions, definitely just put that in the comments, and I will try to get to your questions as well as the ones that I have prepared for today's show. Again, I'm just waiting. Okay, he's coming, is what they're telling me. So I'm going to go ahead and do some housekeeping items while we wait. So bear with me for just a moment. Let's see. Oh, this one doesn't have that. That's okay. Okay. So anyway, like I stated before, I have a chiropractor that's coming on, and he has a different therapy, different way of doing his therapy. And so I can't wait to discuss how he came up with it, why he's doing it, and the success that he's having with it. And so again, if you are just joining us, this is your girl LaRhonda Marie with Swag Her. And this is our segment of I Survived It. And so basically what we speak with people and they let us know their journey. They tell us how they survived it and then tell us what they have to offer. Look like he's trying to make an appearance. He's trying. So bear with me for just a couple more minutes. And as soon as he comes online, we'll go ahead and get started. I hope everybody, and I'm so sorry, I hope everybody has had a wonderful, wonderful new year. This is my first time appearing since the new year. So happy 2024 to everybody. And again, if you are joining us, go ahead and hit that like button, that share button, and tell a friend about the conversation we are about to have. I don't know, if you 40 or above, you may have the same problems I have when I wake up in the morning. When I wake up in the morning, I feel like I'm okay, but then as soon as I rise, it just seems like I have all kind of aches. Oh, there he is. He got his coat on, y'all. So he has been busy. He in the office still. So let me go ahead. Give me thumbs up if you're ready, Dr. Rashad. You good?
I think I had to let me turn this one off. I had to like switch to my phone while my computer was acting crazy.
It always happens that way, right?
Are you getting feedback? Yeah.
I hear a little echo, but you got two. Oh no, it's probably because you have two devices.
Let's see.
And you have two.
Hold on one second. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened with that.
Let me see if I can do something with this one.
Can you hear me? No.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you perfectly fine now. Okay, I got you. We good. We good. Go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody,
I feel like
please.
that Teddy Riley versus a while back now. So,
I know.
let me see. For some reason, it's not letting me hear you on my phone.
Can you hear me?
1 second. I'm gonna log off and log back on and see if that changes it.
That's fine. All right, guys, again, if you're just tuning in, go ahead and hit that like button and share and let everybody know we're about to get our aching questions answered. That's what I keep saying, because if you're at the age that I am, I don't care. You, when you get up in the morning, there are aches that come from places that you just don't really understand all the time. And so that's what I'm going to talk about today. Definitely what I can do. So again, if you have any questions of your own, go ahead and put that in the comments. Feel free to put that in the comments and I will get to your questions and definitely try to get those answered while we have an expert on the show. So we're just waiting on him. He's just logging back in. So give me a couple of more minutes of your time. I appreciate everyone's patience. You know, technical things can happen, so we definitely do appreciate your patience. But again, during this podcast, you can support us by sending stars a digital gift that helps us earn money. Here he is.
Hear me now?
I got you. Yeah, I can hear you.
I had to switch phones to
you
a
don't
different
sound like
phone.
Teddy Riley, so you good.
Man, Lord. Oh man, let me see if I can get you better lighting. Sorry. Ooh, I had to switch phones and everything.
That's all right. That's all right.
I said we supposed to start at 8 o'clock.
You know what? Most men don't know what to do with all that technology. When I be getting interviews, I'll be like, I know when I have men, it may be a little something.
Look, and you were right. It is a little
I'm not
something
trying to
right
profile
here.
you, but you know. Go ahead and tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Oh man. Okay. So Dr. Rashad Sanford. So I'm the owner of Atlanta Spine Doctors, kind of what you call a doctor entrepreneur. So have multiple businesses that also operate a company called ASD Wellness, which is a CBD company, and also a restaurateur, co-owner of a restaurant here in Atlanta called Breakfast at Barney. So I stay pretty busy amongst other things, family man, coach, you name it. So that's a little bit about me.
Yeah, I've been looking at your Instagram. You are definitely busy. And we're going to talk about everything that you just, we're going to discuss everything. But why don't you talk to us about what I couldn't find out about? Tell me about young Rashad. What was young Rashad like? Where did he grow up? What was he talking about?
Oh, wow. Young Rashad was, just a dreamer, ambitious, grew up in the hood in Philly. So that's where I'm from, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. But I've always been a student, respect education, so that was very important. Parents instilled that into me, but I also had a love of sports as well, and just being a social individual, but trying to find that balance and always having that spirit of service at the same time. I realized how important that was from my mom and my dad at an early age. So that was me. Played basketball, involved in organization.
What sport? What was your position? What position?
I played a little bit of power forward, small forward, a little bit of those. Hey, I played whatever position I needed to play, just to make sure for the team. And I even played a little bit of golf when I was 14, so it was kind of ahead of the Tiger Woods craze back then. It was just a thing that I just wanted to try it. I saw Michael Jordan played. I was like, hell, I want to play golf too. So I tried it out. So so just ambitious, willing to try things, and always had a love for science as well.
You must have, because so I noticed that you went to HBCU, Morris Brown.
Oh yeah.
All I thought about was drumline when I read that. That's
oh man, right.
I was like, the enemy.
that's our shining moment. Shout out to Nick Cannon, Columbus
Right.
Short, Orlando Jones, Zoe, all
Yeah.
those people. Listen, that's dear to our heart. Yeah, I remember that movie and everything. But and that was another thing. My mom was big on HBCUs and just instilling like the culture and pride. I had offers to go to school up in Philly in the Pennsylvania area, but wanted to get away. I visited Atlanta. My brother was down here, and I wanted to come down at one time. And then, you go to the Atlanta University Center, and you see all this Black excellence. Like you got Morris Brown, you got Morehouse, Spelman, Clark. I mean, it's
Yes.
ITC, and you just like, man, I gotta get immersed in this, and that was it. And Morris Brown gave me a scholarship, and that was it. I was like, I'm out of here.
Scholarship, academic or basketball?
So fortunately, actually, I was a double threat, and I didn't have any offers up there for basketball, but they gave me an academic scholarship, so it worked
Okay.
out. Yeah, so it worked out. So I was able to come down here.
I love Khadijah says, I love it. Black excellence. And I know Nicole Jacqueline, and she's trying to talk about her Southern University. But
Hey,
I do love the
shout out.
HBCU. I'm actually wearing an Xavier sweatshirt right now.
Hey, shout out to them right
I
down
do
in
it on
Louisiana. Yeah. Hey.
I usually wear my HBCU stuff every Friday at work, just
Okay.
so I can show my pride. I didn't go to an HBCU, but I still love what comes from. What do you think you got the most out of your HBCU experience?
You know what? It was definitely like that support. I always tell people like that support and knowing that they care. You're not looked at as just a number, and they want to see the best for you. You're going to get an amazing education, but you're also going to get that sense of pride. You're going to get that support, and that's important. Especially with all the obstacles that we already face. In society. So when you can have that as you're coming into adulthood, it's major. Just instills that sense of pride, and they demand excellence. So that's what we want. That's what we want.
So when you walked into when you walked into Morris Brown,
All right.
did you know you were going to go for your doctorate in chiropractic? Did you know that was what was happening, or how did you go from just walking in trying to go to had an HBCU, the Black Excellence experience,
Right.
and now, and
Right.
how did you get to your career path?
That's the thing. Like, I had no idea what a chiropractor was growing up at all, and I had a love for sports already, of course, and I figured I would do something along a rehab. I did work in some hospitals in Philadelphia, and when I came down, so this is where the basketball thing kind of derails because I actually had a back injury, so it made it painful for me to play basketball and stuff like that. And that happened like my senior year of high school. I still wanted to play, but it just made it painful, so I just let it be. So studying biology, I'm like, okay, well, I'll end up helping people and stuff like that with these issues. A guy comes to my school. I'm like the president of this health career organization at the time. And he comes to my school, my guy, Michael Harris. We good to this day. That's my guy. But and at the time, Life University is well-known chiropractic school. It actually had a summer program for minorities. And I attended the program. And I got adjusted, and at that time, all of a sudden, I was like, maybe my back feel a little bit better. But I was getting like, my back was just feeling like better. I used to get like a lot of colds and headaches and stuff like that as well. My friends be like, dude, why are you always getting colds and stuff too? So I ended up started feeling better. My immune system got stronger, and I was like, this might be the path for me. And I really was actually scheduled to. I did the program, and then I went to DC to do some cancer research. And at the time I was up there doing it, I was just like, you know what? I think this is the path I need to go. And that's kind of what happened.
Francesca was asking, chiropractors assist with all of that. Yeah, I guess so. I'm thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, let me see. I have an audience question already. My chiropractic question is it something that a person has to continue forever, or can you go a little while and then stop?
That's always one of the most popular questions. You don't have to go forever, but it gets to a point where it's about your goals. So when a person just comes in and they're just looking to get out of pain, well, you shouldn't be in pain forever. So if that's the goal, then no, you don't have to go forever. But my goal for all my patients is to take it not just from pain, but turn it into a lifestyle of wellness. So you want to get into prevention, because in society, most of the time, we're just more so reactive. So we wait till the pain comes, or when a person has the heart attack, or you have diabetes, or you have these back pain or these headaches. But if you could be proactive and take care of that stuff beforehand, then you won't have the same health issues, you won't have the same expenses, and you catch it in the beginning, and that just enhances the quality of life. So the short answer is no, you don't have to go, forever. But what I encourage, and I do say you should, but it's just more so on what we call like a maintenance phase. Just like you get check up, at your dentist, you get your teeth cleaned, whatever it may be. You're just maintaining your body and your spinal health and your nervous system.
Okay, so I read that you are the first one in Atlanta to talk to me about class 4 code laser therapy.
Oh yeah, laser therapy. Okay, so laser therapy is something, and so yes, we were first ones to use that. Now, I mean, it's there are other places in Atlanta as well that use it, but we use a really strong unit. And basically, what the laser unit does is it wakes up the cells. So it's light therapy that wakes up the cells, and it speeds up and accelerates the healing process. It also helps with like inflammation and pain relief, so and swelling. So I'll put it this way: you ever see like these pro athletes, these basketball players, these football players, and you're like, how did they have that injury? And then they got all of a sudden they're back on the field and the court so fast. So it's technology like this that we use. And I work with a lot of athletes, and I was using it in that world. And I said, let me bring this to the general public so that I could get my patients better sooner. And that's where that is.
That's where that came from.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared of the chiropractor. Okay, so like I am. So I'm not playing with you. Like I'm not playing. So I need you to convince me how I can get, because see, all I'm thinking about is you cracking my bones. I was watching your videos and I was like, how is she doing her neck? Like, how is she? I'm over here like, oh my God. So what I have done is I decided that I was going to be my own doctor and just go get a massage. And I know it's other people out there that they'll be like, you need to go to the chiropractor, but you try the massage way. Like, I'm going to go book me a massage. So how do we know when it should be a chiropractic type care, or I just need to go get a massage every week?
Two totally different environments, but both in the field of health and wellness, right? So from the massage aspect, and I have massage therapists, I've had massage therapists that work with me for years. So I'm a big proponent of massage. Massage is going to help with eliminating toxins. It's going to, as far as helping with what we call the lymphatic system, where like the circulation and that helps to get the toxins out. But then tight muscles or even stretching and things of that nature. Okay, so let's leave massage right there for a second. Chiropractic, on the other hand, is overall nervous system functioning. So everything that happens in your body, from you sleeping, your digestive system, reproduction, your kidneys, your liver, anything that happens, it all revolves around nerves. And that's the first system that develops in your body. The only reason chiropractors are really nerve doctors, that's all we really care about. The only reason we deal with the back is because that's where they all start. So what happens is that if that spine is out of alignment or there's pressure on it, really even like just a millimeter worth of pressure or misalignment, that'll compromise. And I always tell people, it's like if you stepped on a garden hose, like you're working, you're functioning, but you're just not at your optimal level. So if you get a massage, you're going to like loosen up the muscles, right? And you may help with that pain, and you may have a shooting pain or something. But if the muscles are controlled by the nerves, you got to go to the root cause of it. So you get the nerves taken care of by getting the adjustment. And now that's going to relax the muscles, get rid of the pain. And then you do stuff like the massage to just help as far as circulation, and you help to keep those muscles loosened in a better state.
Gotcha. Okay, so somebody told me at work, they said that, I don't even know how to put this, but I hope you understand. But they said, when you're popping us, it's it's no different from, say, if someone was to pass gas. It's doing the same thing. Is that true? Is that what does he mean by that? Like,
oh my goodness. Okay.
LaRhonda, you shouldn't be scared. It's just like passing gas. It's just through your knuckles, and that's and I'm like, what?
Now, I would like the analogy better of like it's more so like your knuckles versus passing gas, but well, well, what I'll say is it is nitrogen gas that comes through. So in actuality, like the bones don't really pop. It's just the joints in between the bones do release gas. And when you're relieving that pressure, that's where you hear the popping sound. And it's really
Okay.
all about the relieving like the pressure as far as creating motion within the spine. When you create that motion, that gets the swelling or the inflammation from away from the nerves. So hence reason why so like I do the videos. Really, my patients and people in social media demands convinced me to like start doing videos because I really never did them. But so people always tend to see those videos because they involve like the popping and it's kind of like shock value, right? But there's other aspects and ways to adjust. Like I have several different adjusting techniques where people don't even hear like the popping sound. It's
Oh.
it's all about just freeing up the nerves. That's all we care about. I remember when I was in school and I was like learning, and I was like, I didn't hear a pop sound, I didn't hear a crack, and my teacher was like, "Don't be a crack addict." Like it's not about that. You know?
So how do I ask that? And when I go to my chiropractor and say, I
Right,
don't want to hear the popping. Do y'all have
right.
any other technique?
I had a patient today that just came in and said that saying like, "Doc, I can't do the
I
popping."
can't.
Not a problem at all. And really, that's all you got to say. You just got to say, listen, do you have any other techniques that don't involve the popping? You know, and some will and some won't. Some are just strictly just die hard that. Then there's others like me that have several different techniques. We're just versed in different techniques to help people that way.
Do you find yourself having obstacles when it comes to convincing patients
Right.
to take that to try that technique over others?
You know, I leave it to the patient. I want my patient to do what's in their comfort level. So, like when I sit down and I do my consultation, I'll say, "Hey, this is how we adjust. This is a traditional way. Are you okay, or does the popping sounds or like stuff like freak you out?" And if they say, "You know what, doc, I'm not ready for that yet," I say, "Okay, well, we'll start with this table. We'll use this impulse tool, or we'll use what we call a drop table, and we'll start with that." What ends up happening oftentimes is that the patient then gets comfortable, the trust aspect is built up. They say, you know what, I just want to try it out one time. Or something comes up and I'm like, listen, this may get you better faster. And then they try it. But if they never do it, which I have certain patients that don't, it's totally fine. We still get to the end goal.
Well, you know what? I do like the fact that you use CBD
Mhm.
therapy with a lot of different. You have a product line actually, because
Right.
I don't know about y'all in Atlanta, but in Oklahoma, our chiropractors are known as those doctors that the pain management doctors, and so they end up getting patients, patients that are addicted to those pain medicines. And so
Right.
they are writing those prescriptions. I mean, you see people losing their license all the time here in Oklahoma.
So it's stuff.
And so I like the fact that you are trying a different route. How is that working? Can you talk to us a little bit more about your CBD products?
Absolutely. So the ASD wellness line, and that was the reason why I went into it. One, I mean, there is a whole big opioid, crisis and things going on, and so many people are on these medications. And don't get me wrong, there's a place for medications in the proper context, but the long-term effects, whether it's addiction or whether it's stress on the kidneys and livers and stuff like that, we wanted to find, another alternative. So for us, and for me, I should say personally, I saw the benefits. Initially, I was again in the sports world. I was using topical CBD cream, and that topical cream was helping just as far as like with the muscle aches and inflammation. I knew that there was like some other avenues where we could get into with regards to like oils and gummies and things of that nature.
Mhm.
So, and it was another way for a person to not have to pop pills. So you're doing
Right.
natural. It's going to go into the system what the body doesn't need. It's not going to use. And in my line, particularly the ASD wellness line, is THC free. So therefore, you're not getting high from it. It's just more so reducing the inflammation, and that's the active component of CBD, or the main purpose. The government actually put a patent on it on how it actually calms down nerve pain. So it's well known that it actually calms down nerve pain, helps with all of the any type of ailment issues from epilepsy to back pain, you name it. It helps with those things.
ladies, he got something called New Keep Stepping Foot
Oh, man.
Cream. So I am going. I'm going to look. I couldn't find like the webs. I seen all your other products and the prices.
Everybody love to keep stepping. Like
But
it keeps stepping.
yeah.
Look, this the thing right here. Listen.
That's how. What's the cost on that? Because I have everything else is like between $39 and I think $99, but I didn't see the price for that.
Right. So the keep stepping is $49. Right now is actually an ideal time because we're doing a 2024 special where you save 24%. So it ends up being around $30 something as far as that goes. But it's a bottle of cream, but the thing about the cream is that you have this whole bottle, but you only use about a pea size, about like a dime worth on there, and you use that. And what it does is it actually allows ladies to wear their heels for long periods of time without pain. Look,
that ladies, like he is changing the game. I said, oh, he's trying to change the game.
Like, I mean, we have people that, like, in luxury department stores, like luxury stores like Louis Vuitton, like where the managers and stuff are like, look, we love the product.
Wow.
Our customers. We did a launch a couple of months back towards the end of the year with Sheree from the Real Housewives and several other individuals, celebrities and business people. But basically, that cream works where it doesn't numb your feet. So I always like to get that out the way. Like, because people like a thing like, oh, it's a numbing cream. Nope, doesn't numb your feet. Didn't want to bring that into the face. But what it does is when you're wearing your heels and your shoes, your feet tend to swell. They get inflamed and they swell. And that's what causes the pain. Right. So what the Keep Stepping does, we have CBD in there and there's other active ingredients. And what it does is it helps to reduce the inflammation and it also reduces the swelling. So therefore you can wear your heels for long periods of time without that pain. And it could be heels, sneakers, anything. And some women just like, or just people in general, just wear it after a long day. Like you've been on your feet all day and you'll do it. I'll wear it when I have my dress shoes on and stuff like that too.
So it's not just for women.
It's not.
Okay.
It's just that was the, I got a little background in fashion and things of that nature too. So
look at her.
So when I saw like all these ladies and it was like, they were sacrificing their fashion, but comfort, like, I can't wear these shoes, I can't do this, or they coming in. I got ladies like twisting their ankle because they can't walk and stuff. So I said, wait a minute. I already knew the power of CBD because I had developed the sports tape that has CBD in it and some other products. So I said, you know what? I need to go in the lab. We're gonna do something for these ladies with the feet. I know it'll work. Went into testing, and it just came out amazing. And we've been getting like rave reviews. Ladies wearing their heels like 8-9 hours on average. I'll say like 6 hours. They're able to wear them. All different types of shoes.
Wow. Yeah. I'm definitely going to I'm going to purchase that.
Yeah.
When I saw that, because I'm a person that can't, like, I have to get shots in my because I guess I have bunions inside or whatever. But so I have to get I have arthritis. That's what they
right.
Arthritis. And so I can't wear heels because I can't incline for too long. So does that help with something like that, or should?
Right. So here's the thing. With that, it's going to help with that inflammation and that pressure that you feel. So I would encourage, like, you put it on your whole foot. Okay. Right.
Right.
It's not going to change your bone structure. So it won't change like the bunion, that aspect. But where that bunion and that joint capsule or that ligament starts to get inflamed, when you have that on there, it's going to reduce that inflammation. So that allows you to have more comfort with wearing those shoes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm definitely going to end it. And then you have the tape.
Right.
So that's what we see the guys when they're playing ball and stuff.
Right.
Okay.
See, like what you call, like, I got some here. Like you'll see the like the athletes and they'll have like a tape on their shoulder or they'll have it on their knee or something like that. And so the most popular brand people know, they just know it as far as like KT tape, but that actually stands for kinesiology tape. So we have our ASD tape, basically the whole roll that you get here. And that does is it's actually stronger than those tapes that you typically see in the store, but it has CBD infused in it. So the tape is designed to protect the structures, and then it actually lifts up on the skin to reduce inflammation and swelling. That's a standard kinesiology tape. But what we did was we made a stronger tape, and then we also put CBD into the tape. So now you get even more reduction in inflammation. So shoulder issues, knees, backs, necks, ankles, wrist, you name it, we use it on there, and this is water resistant, and people can wear it for days on end.
And you have oils and gummies.
Right, the oils and the gummies too. Yes.
Okay, so I mean, guys, I
Anxiety.
have his information at the bottom, so check him out. I'm definitely, like I said, that foot cream is mine. It's coming to me. So I was like, oh my God, he done hit the jackpot. So we talked about that. Let's talk about breakfast at Barney's. So you decided to start a restaurant in 2020.
Right.
Which here is COVID. What month did you start this? Did you guys open the restaurant?
Well, it opened in August of 2020, like August 31st to be exact. Yep. August.
It was layoffs going on. It was we was shutting down stuff. So God is good because you're still you're still here. How did you get the people in there? I mean, how did you get them in there?
Well, like you said, God is good, and it was the perfect recipe. All right, so I'll shout out to my business partner Barney, because actually he came up to me at my office one day and we're both foodies, and he's like, look, what do you think about this concept? And I said, that's a dope concept, and we already had like a lot of relationships in the city and around the country, really. So from the social aspect, we knew that we had that part covered, but then it was just a matter of creating something with the food and the ambiance. So to get like the thing about during that COVID time is Atlanta was outside,
I was thinking that in my head. Black folks don't know how to act.
Now don't see the white coat right now. Just know Atlanta was outside. Okay, we're just gonna talk right now. Okay, so Atlanta was outside, and so what happened was that there was this void, the people started hearing a lot about the brunches and things later. This was after COVID, but we spearheaded a lot of that, like as far as it. But our brunch is different because it's not like it's family oriented. So it's like you can go with like your friends, like your girlfriends, y'all have a great time, but you might also see a family over there. So it's not the club, you're not standing on the tables, it's not the hookah, hey, wherever that is and that happens, hey, more power to them. Because I know some of those business owners, but our environment is more so inclusive from the aspect that it doesn't matter who you can go with your parents and have a great time, your grandparents, and then as far as your kids too. But part of the reason we got people in is because I'll be honest, the food is amazing. And I'm not just saying that, because I own everything on the menu, from like the lobster mac and greens, our signature 24 karat gold pancakes. You got a 24 layer red velvet cake. Shout out to Velvet Bar that does that. Spaghetti, lamb chops and eggs, steak and eggs, grits. We got our Mansa Musa tower that got lobster and grits.
Look, boy, he got that cheesy smile.
Look this way. If you come to Atlanta, it's a staple. You have to stop by breakfast.
I will. I said that. I said next time I come to Atlanta, I'm definitely gonna try it out.
Yeah,
so I thought it was just regular brunch food. Y'all got all kind of stuff, but I think y'all have, like you said, you have celebrities and everything coming through there, so you got to have that bouginess too. So
it's not. It's the fly swagness to it. It's not even bougie.
He said a fly swag. It's a fly swag. Okay, you have to have a fly swag to it.
Right.
But it sounds amazing. So yes, definitely when I come back to Atlanta, I have that on my list. Oh, yeah. Yes, Nicole, Oklahoma City was outside too, because we didn't have no Cincy.
Y'all were outside.
Yeah, you just put our mask on. I just put my mask on. I kept on rolling.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
We kept on rolling. Okay, so I seen the basketball team, and I know this has nothing to do with anything, but anytime you're dealing with children, I think we need to talk about that. Being a ex-coach myself, playing of basketball, I seen y'all won a championship, so I want to say shout out to that. Was it 8 years and under? What's the age?
That was my 8U group, my MOTEP Warriors. MOTEP is it's a black school here in Atlanta. Do a lot of nurturing and it's phenomenal academic. They teach a grade level above and everything. But yes, I coach the 8U basketball team. Now I coach the 10U and assist with like the other great groups as well. But yes, we won a championship and we kicking off our season. Like we finished our preseason games and we back at it this weekend too. Yeah.
That's what's up. I love that you have a scholarship program. Let's talk about that. How can parents get a scholarship for their kids through your scholarship program?
So the scholarship was actually it was for like Morris Brown. So I go to Morris Brown.
Shout out to Morris Brown. They got to go to Morris Brown. Okay, the enemy. It's still education, though.
It's all over there. But we had Dr. Rashad Sanford scholarship over there at Morris Brown for academically eligible students. At Breakfast at Barney's, we alternate. We do like academic scholarships, and then we also do entrepreneur grants for minority businesses. So each year it just kind of changes as far as it goes, and we alternate that as well. So you just kind of have to like kind of pay attention to our Instagram pages and follow those, and then you'll actually see which opportunity has arisen that particular year.
Can we find out how do they donate to the scholarship program? How can people donate to the scholarship program?
Right. So it's actually the Rich Life Foundation is the scholarship and entrepreneur program for Breakfast at Barney's right there. So yeah, so that would be the one that if anyone wanted to donate, they would just look up the Rich Life Foundation and go from there.
What do y'all have coming up in the city of Atlanta for Martin Luther King weekend that you know of? What's going on?
I got getting all these ladies in this Keep Stepping. That's what
I know. That's
real. Be outside. KeepStepping.net. That's what I got.
I think you will. I really do. I'm telling you, once I get it and I try it, I'm gonna talk to you about it. I'm gonna let you know.
Listen,
I'm gonna let you know.
Feet gonna be thanking you, your calves, your whole body gonna thank you. But you know, again, Atlanta always outside, so it's so like I can't even name everything that's going on. You know, it could be a club, a lounge, a restaurant, like it's events all over. If you just step foot in Atlanta, you're gonna find something to do. You know, shout out to my people. Man, we got people that like Sea Salt Lounge. You got gosh, man, you got it's so many clubs. I don't know. Somebody need to give me some endorsement, endorsement checks. I got my people Continent. That's another dope spot that you can go. My guy Scott Lee out there. My people at Spice House. It's my people at MCK. You gotta check out them. It's a lot of real cool spots. And of course, you gotta go to Breakfast at Barney's. You gotta do that.
Definitely. Is there anything else you want to talk about before I let you go, Doctor?
Oh, you know what? Just y'all see the information below. If you have questions, I mean, y'all can find us on Instagram. With regards to Dr. Sanford or Atlanta Spine Doctors. Please follow us. Follow ASD_wellness. Follow Keep Stepping Foot Cream. It's a lot of great deals, information. If y'all have questions, y'all can definitely reach us. You go on to asdwellness.net and you can even see certain reviews of the products as well. And and we're happy to answer questions and help in any way, whether it's chiropractic, whether it's CBD. It's all the above. Happy to help.
Awesome. Everybody, and again, I have all that information at the bottom of the screen. It's scrolling. So if you missed anything he said, I got you right there. And so I wanted to thank you so much for schooling us. I'm gonna go and try this chiropractic.
Look,
I'm gonna get over my fear.
If you don't listen, when you get to Atlanta, we're gonna get you something to eat. We're gonna get you an adjustment. We're gonna have you get you some.
Don't tell me that because you'll have me booking my flight. Okay.
Look, right. but I appreciate you, having me on as a guest. I mean, it's been a joy. I mean, I always love talking. I always tell people that my biggest job is to like educate and and just share knowledge. I'm a big fan of that because it's a lot of stuff that we're all learning. I mean, I didn't know, like I said, I didn't know anything about chiropractic. The CBD world is still very new to a lot of people. People worried about getting high and stuff. And I'm like, look, high. You're not gonna fail the drug test. None of that.
Oklahoma City, we know
You're gonna
all
be all
too
right.
well. We know
Yeah.
about all
Uh,
that, so we
uh,
good.
I've only
I
been
do
to
have an
Tulsa.
audience question at the last minute. Why strap? Why strap? Do you use a Y strap for spine decompression?
Right. So I use it. So short answer is no. I use the actual spinal decompression unit. Anything with revolving like traction like that, I actually do it by hand. So I prefer to have the feel versus the strap. And I mean, and whoever uses the strap, more power to them. I just don't. I'm more so a hands-on type of person. So I want to feel my patient's like spine and neck as it's kind of opening up versus that is kind of like a quick pull that they do with a piece of. So yes, but so no for that. But and if I have something even more complex, we actually use a specialized spinal decompression unit, and that's for like severely pinched nerves or bulging discs in the neck and the lower back. We do that as well, and we combine that with the laser therapy for like amazing results, saving
Okay.
people surgeries.
Okay, thank you for your question, Ronald. Well, again, thank you so much for being a part of I Survived It. One last thing,
Yeah.
do you feel that because this is I Survived It.
Right.
I want to know if you had any obstacles
Yes.
um, with starting your practice, with
Yes.
getting people to understand the CBD treatment over, what we normally would have as a regular chiropractic treatment. Did you face any obstacles in that?
Yeah, there's always, anything worthwhile, you're gonna run across like challenges and bumps in the roads. And, you stay the course. But everything for one, I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm boss. So from that aspect, you have to deal with the ups and downs of the economy, just like anyone. So I mean, I've seen times when we had tons of patients with corporate, and then when like market crash and stuff, or like in 2008 mortgage crisis, things of that nature, like around that time, I mean, hey, we saw layoffs and a lot of our patients couldn't come in, so we had to work out scenarios from that aspect just to help people and then still maintain business at the same time. There's obstacles with regards to like educating, like as far as like I said, like with the CBD, it's this not fully known yet, so sometimes that can be a challenge where you're helping people to understand that, hey, this is beneficial and not looked to like get you hooked on drugs, but actually to get you away from the drugs.
Right.
During with the restaurant, hey, during COVID, I mean, it's half the stuff not open. We trying to get licenses and permits and stuff like that, and having to work through those channels of stuff, just kind of dragging out. So, the biggest thing that I say to anyone though is that it's always going to be challenges, but it's about, not what happens to you, but how you react and respond to it. So it's like, just stay the course, you believe in it, put your best forth effort, your faith in God or whoever you pray to, and just keep going, keep
That's
stepping.
good. That's a good way to end it. Thank you so much. Keep doing what you're doing, Black man. I appreciate it. I love your representation of us.
I
And
appreciate
I definitely want to salute you and thank you so much again for being a part of our broadcast today.
Thank you so much. You keep doing an amazing job. All right.
Thank you. All right. You have a good rest of your evening and Happy New Year.
All right. Same to you. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, guys. He schooled us, and I'm telling y'all, I'm going to go ahead and book my appointment to the chiropractor and get over my fear of the bone pop. And so I encourage you to do the same. And please, please, please take a look at the contact information below. Check out his products. I was just reading the information over them, and you'll probably find some products that you really definitely will need. But that foot cream, I'm telling you, I believe that's going to be a game changer for me. So definitely, please support this Black man. He is doing great things, and I love that. I love his representation. So you guys, thank you again for joining another segment of I Survived It with Swag Her. This is your girl, LaRhonda Marie, and I am out. Happy New Year.